Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, in this video I'm going to discuss about the total asset, or you probably say that the balance sheet of Federal Reserve, uh, or the Central Bank of United States, probably the most powerful central bank of the world, and how it has expanded its balance sheet. This chart is probably not new for the market watchers or the financial analysts who are tracking and managing money across the globe. So this chart is probably not new. So with this, you can probably see that how they have started their QE1 in 2008, and which was there until the balance sheet has expanded since 2008-9 and probably till 2014, right, where the balance sheet expanded from couple of millions of dollars to a trillions, around $4 trillion, and after that it has been kept stable till 2017, when the Fed decided to reduce the size of their balance sheet and probably pulling out money uh, from 2017 till 2019. So you will see there is a drastic amount of change, and after that they again started increasing and expanding their balance sheet without probably saying it and quantitative easing. So it's quite evident before the pandemic also it has started doing that. Why? Because when you kept pumping companies which are not good with money, with free money, or you can probably say as free currency notes, then you may be doing things right in moral terms, but when it comes to the sustainability of the business, that part will always be missing. Just understand this. So now something happened which nobody is expecting before 2020, January 2020, and even there is a there is an indication, but nobody took things that seriously, that this might become a global pandemic issue and health crisis apart from the financial crisis. So this is the first part of the brief. Now now when you kept the entire global economy at standstill, obviously you have to you know keep things rolling. It's like you have to, because money is the medium of exchange, or the paper notes, paper currency are the medium of exchange. You have to provide those things in, so that the people or a common man can go and exchange those things with the essentials they require. That is one part. But for the companies this is not the same. They can get tax relief, they can get probably all the benefits of those paper currencies, as well as expanding their personal wealth apart from the uh, financial health of the company, you know which may or may not be good, because at that time government central banks are maintaining the adequacy, the limited adequacy of any company, so that they kept afloat in the market till this situation becomes normal. Now, you have done it once, you have done it twice, but when you keep on, funding the companies which are not good from their base, obviously, when you keep supporting them, you cannot deny after a certain period of time that no, everything is over. So that is the actual problem, and that is the underlying problem. When business dies, new competition, new businesses came. But if you don't let the bad businesses go, things will become worse and worse. So what will happen right now is that they have anyhow expanded their balance sheet, but I don't think they are going to end up here. Why? Because anyhow you don't know what will be the next probable thing which is going to happen, how the business can manage themselves, how the economy will go, because this is not only the recession, this is not only about recession or depression, this kind of economic terms. What is actually happening is, anyhow you, by pumping tons and tons of paper currency, by printing tons and tons of paper currency, you are not able to get the kind of inflation you want. Second things, with this crisis everything becomes standstill. Now you are obviously putting in more money, but there is another thing, another underlying things which is changing, and that is the demographics. You know that most of the developed economies are going in the third or probably the last phase of the demographics, where by 2022 23 most of the people in in their economy are or in the US or Europe economy will go into that age when they retire from the job, when they retire from their probably business, because they may or may not be able to carry on because of their age. And at that time the saving rates will go up. That's probably going to happen, and that will happen. Plus, the additional disadvantage is that people are dying in this scenario, and when people start dying, obviously anyhow your demographics is changing in terms of age, you are going into the later part of your age. Plus, if people keep on dying, it will shrink the volatility of money. That is the main driver to keep things moving on. Now, this is all about the chart what I felt, but because I am not a great fan of absolute data, I want to look things in terms of change or the rate of change. So basically what I will do is, rather than looking at the absolute numbers, I will probably look at the percentage change. you know and the percentage change, if you do the percentage change, you will see that in 2008 the rate of change is probably near more near 25%, 24, 25%. But right now it went down to 12%, and then these are moving rolling averages. These are rolling averages. So right now it is 4.6% change. So it has went up to 12% and go down to 4.6%. Obviously, there are two direct conclusions, that obviously the rate of change, current rate of change, is not as big as the previous one, and we will wait till this thing happen, and probably this time this is going to be much more than the previous one. First thing. And second thing, last time, if you see the chart last time, what you have done, that you kept on you kept on doing the changes for 5 6 years, you're printing the money for 5 6 years. Now you have printed the money for 5 6 years. This is another this is yearly change. So what will happen right now is, you have to keep on pumping money, and the rate of change will be much faster, much higher, and the number of currencies will be much more in terms of absolute number and in terms of any relative number. That's going to happen because of three things: you are supporting bad businesses, your economy is at standstill, and your demographics is changing, plus you have this kind of deaths because of health issue. So this is a dangerous cocktail which one should or one must take notice of. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you get some valuable information out of it, and if you like it, please subscribe my channel. Lastly, take care of your family and friends.